Hi, Timothy Carlson here. Earlier this year, I imported the Arrow Video 4K release of Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. And sure enough, not long after I did that, the Criterion Collection announced they were putting out a release of the film as well. So during the Criterion sale at Barnes & Noble, of course, I had to bite. Today we're looking at the Criterion 4K release of Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, based on the classic novel by Hunter S. Thompson and directed by Terry Gilliam. I'm going to unbox this release and share my opinions. Got that classic illustrated cover art with all the bats in the desert from The Hallucination. I absolutely love how that looks. There's our spine text. Back cover. Like all Criterion releases, we do get a booklet. And this actually forms sort of a panoramic picture when you open it up. That looks pretty cool. I'm not going to go through every single page in here, but there are some cool essays and things about the cast and crew. Got some nice illustrations there. I believe those are probably Hunter S. Thompson illustrations. Instructions for reading gonzo journalism. See, this is the kind of stuff I like seeing in these Criterion releases. Got some art in the back cover there. And again, as is my usual policy, I'm not going to go through every single page here because I want to keep this video moving along. We get the film in a 4K Ultra High Def release here. The first American 4K High Def release of the movie. And then we get the film on a Blu-ray disc, which also has the bulk of the bonus features. The only bonus feature that's on the 4K disc is the commentary track. Underneath the discs there, we got some nice panoramic art with some more illustrations. Love the way that looks. It is 1971, and journalist Raul Duke barrels toward Las Vegas, accompanied by a trunk full of contraband and his slightly unhinged Samoan attorney, Dr. Gonzo, to cover a motorcycle race. What should be a cut-and-dry journalistic assignment quickly descends into a feverish psychedelic odyssey. Director Terry Gilliam and an all-star cast, headlined by Johnny Depp and Benicio del Toro, show no mercy in bringing Hunter S. Thompson's excruciating dissection of the American way of life to the screen, creating a film both hilarious and savage. When I initially reviewed Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas for my channel for the earlier Arrow 4K release, I started that review off by saying, how do you explain Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas to someone who's never seen or read it before? And the simple answer is, you don't. There really is no way to describe what you'll see in this movie because it really is its own thing. Hunter S. Thompson, certainly a very out there guy, truly his own individual, and that's reflected beautifully in this film. There is a storyline about these two guys going to Vegas to cover a motorcycle race, but it quickly becomes this bizarre, surreal, psychedelic odyssey of drug use and things going horribly awry around every corner. It's pretty dark, demented, and scary, but it's also laugh-out-loud hilarious. Hunter S. Thompson's story was said to be unfilmable, and apparently a lot of people had considered making the movie, but it was finally director Terry Gilliam, of course, of Monty Python fame, who later went on to become a successful director in his own right, doing films like Time Bandits and Brazil, who stepped up to the plate and gave Hunter S. Thompson's story a shot. And I would say that for the most part, he certainly succeeds here. I've never read Hunter S. Thompson's original book, but I'm certainly intrigued and wouldn't mind doing so after having revisited the film. Benicio del Toro and Johnny Depp are absolutely hilarious as the main duo here, who, well, there's pretty much nothing they don't do. Drug use here is taken to new heights, and the psychedelic special effects depicting this, they really make this a movie all its own. And on top of that, there's a great supporting cast and a ton of cameos here as well. We even get a pre-Spider-Man Tobey Maguire playing a hitchhiker. We get Harry Dean Stanton appearing as a judge in a dream sequence. Michael Jeter playing a police officer at a anti-narcotics convention. Christina Ricci playing a young artist. Jeanette Goldstein playing a hotel maid. David Brisbane, who actually played Mr. Ernst on Hey Dude on Nickelodeon back in the day, playing a disgruntled car rider who, of course, is right next to our heroes on one of the roads in Vegas. And Cameron Diaz even has a brief appearance in an elevator in the film. So there really is a veritable who's who of actors here, and everyone seems to have a great time with what they're doing. I mean, from the racetrack to a circus-themed hotel, which couldn't be called Circus here for legal reasons. This movie, it scares me and it puts a smile on my face every time. I don't know that there's any other movie that scares me and amuses me this much, but Hunter S. Thompson's legendary story brought to the big screen by Terry Gilliam, it speaks for itself, and I always have a good time with this one. Just be warned, it's not for everybody, and it definitely is one I would file under try before you buy. So how does Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas look for its American 4K debut? From what I can tell, this does not look overly different from the Arrow disc. They're probably sourced from the same master, and that's not a bad thing. It's a beautiful looking disc that really takes advantage of the HDR. You have those dark hotel rooms and dark nights out on the streets of Las Vegas, but then you have scenes of bright, vibrant colors. For instance, we have a sequence set in a circus-themed hotel. We've got, psychedelic visions of all kinds, whether out in the deserts or in the hotel room. Everything looks really good here. This is a top-notch transfer, and once again, Criterion has done a bang-up job. There's a ton of bonus features on the Blu-ray disc as well. I don't have the Arrow disc anymore, so I can't do a direct comparison, but there are some stuff here that isn't on the Arrow disc, so this is definitely the version of the movie that you'll want to own. And I must say, if you're a fan of Hunter S. Thompson, a fan of the book, this story, anything in between, you'll be busy for a while. There's even 3 commentary tracks. The last time I watched the movie, I watched it with Hunter S. Thompson's commentary. This would have been probably filmed like right before he died, but he's an absolute riot. And I mean, his commentary track's almost as funny as the film itself. I have yet to watch with the other commentary tracks. There is one that features director Terry Gilliam, but I definitely want to take the time to watch those as well. If you're a fan of this movie, or you're just curious about what it has to offer, or you just want to, maybe learn a little more about Hunter S. Thompson, I can highly recommend this 4K Criterion release of Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. Again, fair warning, this is an R-rated film. It's pretty bizarre. It's definitely not for everybody. I would try before you buy on this one. How about you? What do you think of Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas? Is this one of your favorite films? Comment down below and let me know what you think. Also, remember to subscribe to this channel for more content. I'm always posting new videos. And make sure to hit a like if you found it helpful. I'm Taylor T. Carlson. See you next time.